They told the world the war ended in 1945. They told us justice was served, and that the defeated would answer for everything they did. But what if history only told you half the truth? What if some of the people who helped shape modern America were once on the other side of the battlefield? And what if I told you this wasn't a mistake? It was a decision buried deep inside classified files that changed the course of science, warfare, and global power forever. World War II ended in chaos and silence. Cities destroyed, millions dead, empires collapsed. And as the dust settled, the United States and its allies faced a new fear. The next war wouldn't be fought with bullets. It would be fought with knowledge, science, rockets, intelligence. And in the ruins of Nazi Germany, that knowledge still existed. Not in books, but in people. Scientists, engineers, strategists. Men who had built weapons that terrified the world. And instead of letting history take its course, America made a choice that would remain hidden for decades. It was called Operation Paperclip, a secret program by the United States government.
Immediately.
Its mission was simple but controversial. Bring former German scientists into America and put them to work. Officially, the world was told these individuals were carefully screened. Unofficially, many of them had backgrounds tied to the Nazi war machine. But there was a problem America couldn't ignore. The Cold War was beginning. And the Soviet Union was doing the exact same thing. It became a race not for justice,
all active units, we have confirmation,
but for intelligence supremacy. Rocket technology, chemical research, aeronautics, space exploration.
The basic aerodynamics.
Behind closed doors, the same hands that once built weapons of destruction were now helping build the future of NASA, missile systems, and American defense programs. This is where history becomes uncomfortable. Because the question was never just about capability. It was about morality. Could a nation built on justice justify using knowledge born from cruelty? Some files suggest concerns were raised. Some reports were buried. And some identities were quietly erased from public memory. To the public, these scientists became pioneers. To history, they became symbols of innovation. But to the classified world, They were something else entirely. A necessary contradiction.
T-minus 10 seconds.
A secret America carried while rebuilding itself as a superpower. The effects of this decision didn't stay in the past.
Final sequence initiated.
They shaped the space race.
Ignition sequence start.
They've broken through the 5-minute line.
They influenced Cold War strategy. They contributed to advancements in rocketry, aviation, and military defense systems that define modern power. But most people never learn this part of history in school. Not because it didn't matter, but because it complicates the story of who we are. Heroes and villains are easy to understand. But history is rarely that clean. Sometimes it's built in gray areas where survival, fear, and ambition collide. So the question is not just what happened after the war ended. The question is how much of our present was built in secrecy, and how many more stories are still locked away, waiting to be discovered. Because history doesn't always disappear. Sometimes it just goes underground.